Hey everyone, Shaun Stevenson here, author of the Throne series, helping you find your next retro read. And today we've got one of my new favorite Goosebumps books. Oh, my top 10 list is going to have to change now because I recently read Phantom of the Auditorium, book number 24 in the Goosebumps original series by R.L. Stine. And Phantom of the Auditorium, first of all, this little tagline says, he's out to stop the show for good. I love it so much. All right, people. Phantom of the Auditorium, this is in my top 10 now. I have to decide where exactly it's going to be on my top 10. This is not my absolute favorite Goosebumps book, but this is definitely up there. If you are going to read a Goosebumps book, this is one to read. Now, I have to be upfront and fair because I am a huge fan of R.L. Stine's ghost stories. I really think R.L. Stine knows how to tell a really good ghost story. And we've got a really good ghost story in Phantom of the Auditorium. It has some twists. It's got a really creepy setting. It also has some really great characters. It's got a great twist. It's all the things you want from a Goosebumps book. So let's talk about it. So you have these two main characters, Brooke and Zeke, and Brooke is who our narrator is, and she is really excited because she has tried out for the school play. And the school is going to be doing a play that they have not done in like 70-something years because the last time they tried to do this play, terrible things happened. We don't know what, but we do find out later on in the book. Zeke, her good friend, has also decided to try out for the play, and he's trying out for the role of the Phantom. And he gets the role, Brooke gets the leading lady role, and so they're both super excited to be part of the play. Until things start to go a little off script. Because soon there are things happening, people are getting spooked. What is going on? Has the Phantom from the original play come back to haunt them? Or is there something else going on here? This is such a fun Goosebumps book. I so enjoyed it so much. So let's talk first about the setting, because I think it's the setting that really elevates this book. And I'm not just talking about the physical place. When I'm talking about the whole setting, like the set dressing almost, if we're going to keep with some theater talk here, the set dressing of this whole book, because we have this book takes place mostly in the school auditorium and underneath the school auditorium. Oh, the setting. The way R.L. Stine describes what is underneath the school auditorium was so equally creepy and so equally like you want to go explore right away. There is just this great setup. I feel like R.L. Stine, this may be R.L. Stine's best written setting of any Goosebumps book I've read. He just sets it up so perfectly, from the catwalks to backstage to underneath the stage. All the pieces come together so well. And it really makes me wonder if he went and visited some school auditoriums, if he was in some theater play auditoriums, just to see them and be in them before he wrote this, or if he knew theater pretty well, because I feel like he's got a lot of pieces of just that whole atmosphere that comes around like a play that's a little spooky, and he just captures it perfectly. I felt like the setting here was it was supreme. So well done. I think if you're a writer who likes spooky fiction and you like writing spooky fiction, you should read this book for the setting. And not just for the setting, because this is a great Goosebumps book, but just pay attention to how R.L. Stine writes the scenes about the setting in this book. You've also got some great characters in here. You've got Brooke, you've got Zeke, you've got their friend Brian, you've got the theater teacher. You've got all the pieces, the different, like Tina, the side character who doesn't like Brooke very much and wants to take her spot. There's a lot of great things going on where you are kind of wondering, what's actually going on here? Is there a ghost? And if so, what is this ghost up to? Because there's definitely some questions about what does this ghost want if there is a ghost. I'm trying to stay as vague as possible so I don't give you any spoilers because I think this one deserves to be read. I do think there's one twist in this book, not the kind of the final twist. I do think there's one twist in this book that I definitely saw coming, but then I was confused because there was a great couple of red herrings here and there that I thought, well, actually, maybe it's this. Or, well, maybe it's that. So I did have an initial thought of like, oh, that's what's going on. And that was actually correct. But then those red herrings threw me off. So I definitely had a lot of fun reading this. I wasn't like gasp out loud surprised by anything in this book, but I did enjoy it so much. It has a great, like, classic ghost story kind of ending that's just amazing. I loved it so much. So good. And it also has it's almost a little not as creepy, but like haunting, like kind of a more sophisticated, not a gross out kind of like spooky story, but like a sophisticated ghost story, I think is really what you've got here. And that just makes this book so excellent. The interactions from the characters, the plot developments, some of the side plots that are going on. There's just so many great pieces that all come together perfectly to give us the Phantom of the Auditorium. Like I said, I think if you've never read a Goosebumps book, you definitely need to read this. If you're a Goosebumps fan at all, this one has to be on your list of books to read. I just think it was that great. I really enjoyed it. I think it has some great moments. There's a few action scenes, but again, that's under the stage section where they go under the stage platform. That was just amazing the way that it was written. It really did creep me out a little bit because of what was unknown about it. So I think this one is definitely one you should not pass up. So at the end of the day, I would definitely give Phantom of the Auditorium 5 out of 5 stars. This was such a good Goosebumps book. I loved it so much. Definitely should be on your list of Goosebumps books to read. It is in my top 10. Now, trying to figure out where to put it in my top 10 is really difficult. If you want to know my current top 10, I have a top 10 video of my top 10 favorite Goosebumps books out of all the ones that I've read so far. Obviously, I haven't read all of them yet, so there's always room for one more on the list and to bump something out. And I think I know which one's already bumped out, and I'm just not sure though where I want to put this one. But I think this deserves to be one of the classic considered Goosebumps books, right up there with the Night of the Living Dummy and the Haunted Mask and all of those different super classic, like Welcome to Dead House, Stay Out of the Basement. A classic Goosebumps book in my opinion. Definitely check this one out. And until next time, everybody, keep reading. Bye.